I think
Okay,
I'm
let's
just
see.
gonna call it
Golden.
Ginger Minj is winning Drag Race. All Stars. Ginger Minj. Or wait, maybe like POV. Ginger Minj winning Drag Race. Hello, chat.
Chat. Hi, chat.
What is this ball bag?
It looks like balls, right?
Yeah, what is this? Eye
There are little
mask.
lentils for an eye mask.
Oh, okay.
But it has lentils inside of it.
Wait, oh my god, Josh. Oh my god. Important life update. Okay.
Woo!
I was in Michigan over the weekend, which we will talk about. And I went to a Meijer. I went to Pride in Lansing this weekend in Michigan. And the headliner was Adore Delano. There were two shows where Adore was going to be performing. One was
Yeah.
at 4 and like one was at 9. We got some food. I had a walking taco. Okay, this is important later. So we go to the stage and it's like, I think for the hour or so before Adore came on, there was like local drag, which was really cool. So then Adore comes on and she's like singing Bohemian Rhapsody. And then she finished singing Bohemian Rhapsody and is like, okay, well, I have another show at 9. I'll see you guys all later. And I'm like, what? And then she's like, well, I can do another song. Like if they have my music, I'll sing another song for you guys. Cause I feel bad just singing one song and leaving. And they didn't have her music. So she sang a little bit of Adore You, a cappella, and then just dipped. My question is like,
Well, shit, girl.
right? Was it just like they only had the money to pay for like one number? Or is the 9 o'clock show longer? Or like what was the tea? Because it was so weird for her just to do once. And she didn't even sing all of Bohemian Rhapsody, by the way. It was like 2/3 of it.
Really?
Yeah, it was like cut, you know.
Was it? What did you have to pay to like? Did you have to pay to see her?
No, it was free.
Okay.
It was free. But I was kind of just like, okay, is that normal?
There's a lot of times where they will do like a pre-show and then the main show, but it's usually like at least a number or two.
Yeah. I thought it would, I mean, if she was supposed to be from like 4 to 5, I figured it would be like 2 or 3, 3 songs probably, you know? Well, okay. So then it kind of worked out though, because my stomach started not joining in anymore, right? Because I had the fucking like walking taco, which was a gamble. That is on me. That was a gamble.
Calculated risk.
It was pretty hot out. It was like 80-ish degrees or something. And like, it was a bit of a walk to the car. And I was like, you know, at first I was like, okay, I can make it. It's just a 8-minute drive home or to my friend's house. I was like, I'm going to make it. And then we walked past the porta potties the first time and I'm like, I'll be okay. And then we like round the corner to like where we're exiting the Pride Festival. And I'm like, you know what? If y'all see a bathroom, let me know. Right. I'm there. And as we're like leaving, it's right by a stage and there's this DJ just like blasting music. And then I see that, oh, there's Porta Johns right there. And I picture in my mind, like, it's 100 degrees in a porta potty. I'm about to have like gripping the wall level diarrhea in this 100-degree porta potty with this DJ blasting into my ears. I was like, there's no way. There is no way I'm surviving that experience.
Oh my God, you would pass away.
I would, yeah. So I was like, you know what, guys? Let's just get to the car.
Overstimulated.
Yes, I was like, I cannot do this. As we're leaving, I told my friend Carly, I was like, yeah, the thought of me having like diarrhea shit myself in that porta potty was not the tea. And then these two older gays walked by us and they were laughing so hard at me. Okay, are you guys ready to talk about the show? Hello, Grease Balls. And welcome to the Grease. I'm your host, Princess Capella, joined today by none other than Joshita. How are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grease. Great. How are you? You sounded so serious in that intro.
I
Like,
was.
oh,
We're
oh.
like a documentary show now.
It's more serious.
It
It's
is.
art. It's protecting queer art and putting it on a pedestal.
A pedal stool?
Oh, yeah, no, the famous phrase to be put on a pedal stool.
The magnificent, the talented.
Where?
Where?
Not on this show. Not on this
I
show,
don't know.
honey.
I was talking about a different show.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I lost all my notes. So last week was Stage Cooch.
Stage Cooch, yes.
Yes, Stage Cooch Music Festival. And we had Ginger and Denali in the top.
Denali. Yeah.
So we're starting off the show with our MVQ Kumbaya points moments. Daya Betty is heated, mama.
I was really annoyed by this whole thing. I was super annoyed because I really like Daya, and I'm like, I really like her more this season even than I did on
Yes.
her original. This episode, I was just like so annoyed with her the whole time. I was just like, shut the fuck up. The reason why she's mad is because she thinks that Alyssa went back on her word about giving her the MVQ point. But in all reality, Alyssa just said that she would give it to who she thought had been the most consistent and done the best throughout like the competition and slash that challenge.
Yeah.
And that is an incredibly subjective thing to say.
And I also feel like you have to be for real about it. Like, you know that Alyssa and Cynthia are really close. I wonder if there's context that we're missing, is like what I was thinking when we were watching this. You know what I mean? I was like,
Right.
did Daya say to Alyssa, oh, can I have a point or something? Like, is there something that was cut out? Because it seemed really like cut and dry
Can I
that
have your
Alyssa was
point?
just like, I'm gonna give it to who I thought was the most consistent, and then all of a sudden Daya is just like, oh
Right.
well, you said that's obviously me. Daya Betty gave her point to Cynthia.
Daya, Alyssa, and Acid Betty all gave their points to Cuckoo.
Okay, yes, and then Cuckoo gave her point to Daya Betty. So at this point with the, what do I want to say? The points. With this at this point with the points, the way they are up to this point at this point in time, Ginger
Up to this point.
Ginger will be in the next bracket. There's not enough auxiliary points to put, 3 other people ahead of her. I like the drama of bracket 2 as much as I kind of like the kumbaya of bracket 3. Because I do also like when people band together and do something that's nice, like pushing Cuckoo because she deserves good things in her life.
To create change.
Yes. Drag queens
Yeah,
for change.
Acid Betty really wanted to take over that whole thing, and she did. She truly did.
Yeah. So that was really cute. We are on to the Golden Bachelor. The queens were assigned a fucking nightmare dog human hybrid character to play. And
A nightmare.
it was at this point I think we're like weirdly catering to people's fetishes or something. Like, I don't know. We just get these weird ass challenges and it's strange.
I saw this post that was like, I hope this doesn't do things to me.
I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me. Why is this like this?
Why is this?
Ah!
You were
Guys,
lying,
I'm
you
breaking
were on
the
that trip and
stream. Why does it
you
have
were
a little
next
arrow
to
on
me.
it? What is going on? Our first dog is Acid Betty as the Dominic's Doberman Pinscher. Dominic?
The Dominics?
You know what?
That's what you said.
It is what I said. I like that we both noticed it at the same exact moment.
I was actually pleasantly surprised with Acid Betty. She did a pretty good job. She gave some like levels to it where she like you can tell her what her character was. I've not really seen like in my mind's eye her doing well in an acting challenge like this because she did so badly on her fucking Snatch Game. She did pretty well for me. I thought she did a great job and I put her in But Is It Fashion?
Her look in particular, I think, was terrifying. They're all really cursed, but hers was the
It was
most
a little creepy
for me. I found that her in the aside and in the intro was very compelling, and then when it came to the duo of her and Cynthia, I found both of them to be a little bit like not as good as they were in the asides. So I actually had her in But Is It Fashion as well.
Okay.
So we both had Acid Betty in But Is It Fashion. Next up, we had Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
This was not that good. I thought that it just wasn't funny to me. Like, it was just like, I guess the nervous part came across, but the funny part didn't to me. There was like a thing here and there, but like she did better than, again, compared to like her Snatch game. I put her in the bottom of But Is It Fashion?
When it comes to improv, Cynthia doesn't always shine, unfortunately. You know, she's very funny as a person, but it doesn't always translate. And I had a similar feeling again where I thought she was pretty funny in her intro and in her asides, but when it came to the two of them working together, I didn't think they worked together all that well. I actually also had her in the bottom of But Is It Fashion?
Looky loo.
I know.
I don't know what the tea was with these looks. I was talking about it with Austin because it was like, were they just told to bring a dog look and then tell production like what dog it was, and then the production filled in like the character? Because they had to have either were supplied these looks or something.
Either they were told they have to be a dog or production gave them the outfits. Next up is Ginger Minj.
Here's what I have to say about this. Ginger fucking demolished all of these girls. People who are like still pissed about her just being on the season, like, you need to just fucking get over it, because this is why they bring queens like this back. This was so good. Her showing, like, flexing her muscles on all these other hosts, and it was exacerbated by Alyssa's pure presence of being there.
Oh my God, right?
Because it was absolutely the biggest juxtaposition of talent that we've seen. The fucking the Brandy reference that I only caught on the second listen through was hilarious. The dildo, the pickle bread, like, everything she said was fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It was quick, it was perfect. Lay Tinta, Ginger is so good.
Ginger was actually too funny, so I put her in Rigomoris.
I mean, I will accept that too.
No, but I mean, Ginger is going to kill any acting or improv challenge that you put her into. And at this point, I would actually love to see her bomb. I think it would be also hilarious to just watch her fail miserably, but it's never going to happen. Even just the name Ginger Mange took my ass out. I didn't like the character just because I get sick of like, oh, I'm an alcoholic as a character, but it's like she probably didn't pick that, you know what I mean? So that's just like my own thing. Like, I don't think people being alcoholics are funny, but it was cringe. It was nonstop dad jokes, and she clearly did the best out of everybody. So I had her in the top of All Right Mama.
I found it hilarious with Ginger, and I just feel like that's a professional, and Slayana is I'm not conceding.
No, we can put her in Slayana. I just find the alcoholic character to be so cringe, but okay. And the foil to Ginger Minj in this scene is Alyssa Hunter.
Honestly, I hated this from the second it started to the second it ended. The look wasn't right. She kind of looked more like a raccoon than anything.
It was very Cats the musical.
Yeah, it was like weird cat musical from the 90s. Nothing, of note about the performance other than she had all of her titties out and had a bunch of puppies. I actually put this in Drag Delusion.
What's funny is, like, my notes say, man, this was rough, I feel bad, which was my notes for Alyssa last week. And as I was like going to the next page and I had Alyssa, I was like, you know what, that works for this week too. This was rough and I do feel bad. I loved the puppies on the teats. But yeah, the humor kind of ended there. I also put this in Drag Delusion.
Girl.
What the fuck?
I know.
Why are you obsessed with me?
Interesting. Daya Betty. Well, there you go.
I am curious to see what everybody else thinks about this.
Oh, did you want me to go first?
No, I don't mind. No, you know what? Yeah, go first.
Okay. Daya looked stunning. This outfit is everything. This makeup is everything.
Agreed.
I love it. But I wasn't really impressed by the actual performance. I liked her and Denali being lesbians in their scene together. But to me, there was like something missing from Daya. It needed like Paris Hilton injection or something, you know? Like it was just a little bit, seemed just like she was being normal. Like it wasn't quite bitchy enough. So I actually put this in But Is It Fashion?
Yeah. It felt like she was just being Daya.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really get a character at all. I get that she really feels like she relates to the character and who she is as a person, but like that doesn't mean you don't have to act. But I was honestly surprised a little bit with the placements this week, particularly in regards to her, but I also had her in But Is It Fashion this week because I was a little bit like, weirded out.
But is it fashion, Diabetes, above Cynthia?
Yeah.
I think that works. I think I'm agreeing there, and I think I'm gay.
I think I'm gay. I think I agree. Here.
Our final dog of the night.
A final
Sorry.
dog, Danielle the Spaniel.
I was looking ahead in my notes and got confused. Is Denali.
I feel like I'm going to differ with you finally on this one. I think Denali fucked up with the characterization of the dog.
Okay.
I think she made a bad choice with being a little too confusing and muddled with the character description. And like, she's an emotional support dog, but she's also needs support and is nervous, but also doesn't act that way. There were just too many pieces that didn't fit together, in my opinion.
Okay.
And on top of it, yeah, there was a little bit more character than like Daya, I guess, in my opinion, but it was so like flat. Like there were no peaks. I actually I had this in the top of Cut Your Wigs Up. I expected a lot more from Denali.
I actually thought she did pretty well. Whereas someone like Ginger is like, okay, Ginger did great. Denali, I think you had to look at the performance a little bit more to be like, okay, she checked the boxes. Where she did have moments of what I would say is emotional support when like she's telling Daya in the hot tub, like, oh yeah, you do look really stunning. Like you're so gorgeous. I could see that as her trying to give emotional support. But it wasn't really that funny. I still had her at the top of But Is It Fashion. I could put her below Acid. Cut Your Wigs Up feels crazy to me.
Could be. You're fucking crazy.
Well, that's the tier list, mama. Mamacita.
Mama!
Our runway theme is paper doll. We are going to be greasing and grossing the runway looks. Grease is good. We love it. Gross is bad. We hate it. And sometimes you will get a nooch, which is neutral, actually. That's what that means. I feel like we never actually
We were
say
not moved by the look. Alyssa Hunter. Alyssa always looks good, not gonna lie. Crazy that they most of this shit is made out of like paper and like paper mache. I was just like, why? Like, what? How did this happen? Also, this is a really cool look. I like that it's kind of like a different type of look for her.
Yeah.
It's like really cool. I give it a grease.
Yeah, super cool. You don't see Alyssa in these kind of high concept looks very often. I'm obsessed with the rhino she
Rhino.
better do. Rhino shoes. Love the shoes. I think this is her best look this season. I think she looks gorgeous and it's really, really cool. Grease. Ginger Minger.
I didn't like this. The dress is cool. I appreciate the dress. A, I knew Michelle was going to say fucking something about it. And B, I think that the makeup looks rough. The shape of it is weird. It accentuates her double chin, which she doesn't need to do any of that. And then the shape of the hair also does that. It's good. Not in love with it. I guess light grease.
Yeah, I mean, she's working with what she's got as far as the double chin goes, and I feel that. I really like this look. And yeah, as soon as you saw it, you knew Michelle was going to hate it. It's been hashed out this past week. I'm sure you guys have seen with the gays are mad at Michelle, and Michelle is on Twitter. And I could not believe the 2-camera, like, no more Marie Antoinette. Like, that was crazy. I think the construction is impressive, especially the like big voluminous skirt, and that is a grease for me. Denali.
I love this. It didn't really give me paper at first. I was like, that's feathers, right? But like, obviously you realize that it's paper after the fact, and it looks really good. The fox dragon thing on the back is amazingly done. The dress looks really cool. Maybe it's the leg thing that I'm not feeling. The thing that's on her, like the one leg warmer she's
like wraps around.
And then you can see like all of the undergarment in the back. So those are my 2 little things on that, but I will still give it a grease.
This is a really cool concept. Like, everybody, I think, had a really strong concept this week, and we saw a lot of very, impressive execution of these paper looks. This wasn't a book ball disaster or whatever. This was like all really, really, really well made crafts, and I think she looks amazing. It's a grease. Moving along to Daya Betty.
I love this. This is crazy that this is all little pieces of paper. The shoes are cool. This gives Daya, because Daya's done kind of like insect looks before, like her finale look on season 14.
Yeah, she ate a dragonfly.
Yeah, she ate a dragonfly, so now she is a bug. She's tall, she's lanky, she gives all the lines and the angles. Grease.
At first I wasn't sure if I liked the shape of it, but then I was like, I am over it. I don't care, because this is like so cool. I'm like mesmerized by how did they get that shape out of the pieces of paper.
I know.
Like, what? And every single one must have been like hand shaped. It's the same with Denali's look too. They all must have been like hand conified or something. Yeah, it's so crazy. I kind of went back and forth, but ultimately decided I do like the shape here. This is a grease. All right, Acid Betty.
So this one is like even her paper, or her wig is made out of paper.
Yes.
The overall aesthetic of it is not my taste, but it's cool as shit. Yeah. Like, this clearly took somebody a very long fucking time to fold this paper like this. The back of it is great. I love the back. I do love those fucking boots she's got on too. Oh my god, I want those. I'm not really digging the like blue neck part. I get that it's supposed to be like water, I guess, but like still a grease.
It's supposed to be water?
Maybe.
I know that Acid like kind of always paints her neck, and that's like her thing. I don't know, but yeah, she does love to paint her neck. It is kind of crazy. This is the second Marie Antoinette, and like I know that they're like not
when the theme was paper,
right? But you knew Michelle was just like fuming in her seat when this came down.
Her pussy was steaming.
Yeah, steamed broccoli, baby. I love that this actually looks like paper. That is like,
I know,
but also, oh my gosh, but that it's also really just crisp. Every detail, like it's crazy, and to get the shape out of it too is just like absolutely insane. But yeah, in the back, I love it. Eat the rich, very cute. Grease. Our final queen on the runway is Cynthia Lee Fontaine. Get behind me, Cuckoo! I'll protect you!
Okay, but for the real tea, the picture that she posted of this was way better.
It was so cute, yeah.
I feel like she had the really big one that's dragging on the floor. She had that like around her neck or something in the picture.
Yeah.
And there was something different about it, but like this definitely just wasn't enough. I am grossing this.
Yeah. I saw the picture of this online, and she has like a really big thing around her chest rather than this like little wrap.
Yeah.
And she said that like the top broke. Part of it broke, or like it wouldn't work.
It tore.
That's like what had to happen. So that sucks because like the skirt of it is pretty cute and like you see the vision there of something that's like adorable, genuinely. But unfortunately, this is a gross. With like the decorations for the church basement bake sale. I would fuck up a bake sale right now, though. I'm gonna be honest.
Hell yeah!
Go crazy on that.
Crazy on that shit.
Crazy on you.
Crazy on you.
Me showing up to the bake sale. Go crazy on you. Critiques this week. You agreed with the top being Ginger and Diabetes. We kind of ranked acid.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Though.
I personally could have definitely swapped out Daya for Acid Betty in like my alternate choice.
Yeah.
I was a little bit surprised that they liked Daya's so much.
I was too.
Because, I mean, like we said, it just wasn't like super... I felt like Acid Betty's was way more character driven, but... whatever.
I didn't necessarily agree with like the nitpicking of Denali's performance, and I also could have seen Acid or Denali because I did like Denali. I could have seen either of them in the top over
drugs in my house.
Over Diabetes because like I mean, I think Daya did good, but I think Acid probably did the best for me after Ginger. Ultimately, we have Ginger Minj and Diabetes in the top for the final lip sync of Bracket 3 to Mama Used to Say by Junior.
Daya's performance in this made up completely for everything that she lacked in the acting challenge because I fucking lived for her performance. I thought she embodied the song. I thought she gave the vibe. I thought she looked great. I thought she beat Ginger fair and square. I was so happy with her performance. I watched it like 4 times already.
Yeah. Daya was like schmoving. I did not think she had this kind of danceability in her to this type of song. It was really impressive. And you could tell she wanted that win. And I think Ginger at this point was like, I'll just do good enough.
Like, I'll miss out on one point.
Yeah, she was like, you know what? I'm just gonna phone it in. Diabetes wins the lip sync, and they points.
And then points
happen. Wow, I didn't write notes for that. That's fucking crazy.
We have Cuckoo first gives her MVQ point to Alyssa for Puerto Rico. And then Denali moves on and gives her point to Acid Betty, who immediately breaks down in tears, which was so funny to me.
Yes.
And then we have Alyssa, who gives her point to Denali, who then breaks down in tears. And then that basically brings it up to a tie between Cuckoo and Denali at 4 points, with Acid Betty being the deciding point to change the game. So in the end, in a very emotional moment, and I will not lie, I totally teared up watching this because it was so cute. Acid Betty votes for Cuckoo to make it into the semifinal and just gives her the edge over Denali to 5 points to make it through.
I am really happy that Cuckoo made it through. That was a very feel-good ending to this bracket.
Yeah, very that. But like on the other hand, I'm also like, okay, well, the other person in my eyes, like who should have gone would be Denali.
Yes.
And she would do a lot better than a Cuckoo would at Snatch Game, which is next week.
It's true, yeah. We don't know what the competition really looks like moving forward because, like, are we still doing points? Are we still doing the MVQ? Like, we still have a bracket with us going into like the semifinals, but we haven't really. I mean, Joshita might know because he is he's on his tee shots, but
some of my tee shots.
But I don't know what the competition really is looking like moving forward, and that's super exciting.
It is exciting, and it's a nice kind of fresh change for the franchise at this point, which I think they needed. Mama used to say.
Mama used to say.
I know we just finished up, so it's perfect.
Well, we better let Joshita go. Do you have anything else to say? Speak now or forever hold your grease.
I had something really clever and fun to say, but I completely forgot about
No,
it.
you didn't. You disappeared.
Where'd I go? Okay, but I am really gonna go now. Bye, everybody.
Okay, we love you all. Goodbye.